Hi Commodores. For this week's video I wanted to show you what being at home looks like as if you all didn't know. I'm in my home today working from home along with my wife. She's over there across the room working. That's where you should be right now. The officials around here have told us that we need to stay at home. We need to stay off the streets. You can go out to go get food if you need it. And you can go to the drugstore, but other than that, you really need to stay home. This virus is going to be contained, is being contained, because we're not infecting each other. And that's a good thing to do. So let's make sure that we keep each other safe. Let's make sure that we can get this disease over and done with as quickly as possible, and everybody's got a part to play in that. So stay at home. You know, a lot of us aren't quite over Hurricane Michael yet. And I'm told that we may actually be able to not look at construction in another maybe 4 or 5 months. And that would be nice. This community's been through an awful lot together. And maybe in some way the rest of the world needed to learn some of the lessons that we learned here after Hurricane Michael. The most important things are looking out for our neighbors, taking care of each other, worrying about the important things like family and friends, and finding out that material things just really aren't as important as you might think they are. I wish that weren't the case. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wish that when I wake up tomorrow morning that it is October 11th, 2018 and Hurricane Michael took a U-turn out in the Gulf of Mexico and went a different way. But that's not our lot in life, and neither is avoiding this pandemic. And so the one thing that I know for sure that all of us can do together is the same thing we've done through the last calamity that we had as a community. Stick together, work to help each other, try to make sure that those who don't have can lean on their neighbors a little bit. You've seen Gulf Coast in the news a lot lately, and it's all been good stuff, I think. We're producing masks. You can pick up one of those. You can pick up a kit at Joann's Fabrics if you'd like. Our Cracker Jack staff in the Advanced Technology Center, and we've got some faculty and staff and students working today. Their production goal is about 1,000 mask kits a day. And they want to produce absolutely as many as the community needs. We're also shipping the plans out across the internet for anybody else that has similar equipment and wants to produce the masks in mass quantities as well. Those are the things that you should be wearing when you do go outside to make sure that you don't make yourself susceptible to somebody else's germs, or that you don't pass on the ones that you're carrying. We're also working on a couple of other projects with the local hospitals. You may have seen some videos where we've delivered supplies. You know, a lot of our health sciences students and a few of the others in some other areas aren't doing their clinical rotations right now. And that's going to put their education in a little bit of a delay, and that's unfortunate. But we've been able to help our local medical community here in Bay County, in Gulf and Franklin counties, by sharing our supplies that we've had. So we've dispersed pretty much all of the gloves and masks and gowns and things that we would normally use in the course of an education for students who use those in their educational processes before they go into the work world. And we've been able to put them in good use in the local medical community. So that's our way of giving back. You know, we always have been and always will be your community's college. And any way that we can help, we're going to do the best that we can. The semester is slowly coming to an end. We're only a few weeks away, and I'd ask you all just to be as patient as possible. We still don't have word on what summer is going to look like yet. Registration will be starting for us shortly. The life goes on, and we will have registration for courses. I can't promise you that some of them won't be taught at a distance or taught remotely for the first few weeks of the summer, but we are hopeful and maybe even a little confident that before the summer's over, we're going to be back in the classroom, in the labs, doing the clinical rotations, putting out fires if you're in our fire safety program, learning how to drive defensively if you're in our law enforcement program, all of those kinds of things. So I'd ask your patience, stick with it a little bit longer, be a little bit patient, and we're all going to do the best that we can working together. Now, there's one thing that I've seen on the news lately that really disturbs me, and I'm going to ask your help. The number of incidences of domestic violence in this area and across the country are up dramatically. And I know it's because we're all stuck in small places where we live. without an opportunity to go out and interact with other people, or maybe just to get away some. And as justifiable as that sounds, there is never a reason where somebody should reach out and hurt somebody else. So do the best that you can every day to think about the good things in life and the good things in your family. And again, if you need to take a step back, do that. If you need to go out and walk around outside, grab a mask and go around and walk outside. If you need to take a long walk, take a long walk. And if you need to call me, give me a call. But let's take care of each other, because all we have in this world is not the stuff that we take with us, because we don't take anything with us. All we have is the lessons we've learned and the relationships we've made and the love we have for others. And let's see if we can't share that a little bit. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.